Elite soldiers possess a remarkable skill, the ability to seemingly vanish into thin air. This isn't magic, but a sophisticated blend of science, psychology, and training. It's called visual disorientation, a technique that exploits the limitations of human perception. By understanding how the brain processes visual information, soldiers can manipulate their environment to become practically invisible. Visual disorientation isn't about true invisibility. It's about blending seamlessly with the surroundings. It's about disrupting the observer's ability to distinguish the soldier from the background. This is achieved through a combination of camouflage, movement, and an understanding of the environment. Soldiers trained in visual disorientation become masters of deception. They understand how to use shadows and light to their advantage. They know how to exploit natural blind spots and use the terrain to break up their outline. This allows them to move undetected, even in relatively open areas. The effectiveness of visual disorientation lies in its subtlety. It's not about dramatic disappearances, but about creating just enough confusion to give the soldier an edge. This edge can be the difference between life and death in a combat situation. The environment plays a crucial role in visual disorientation. A soldier must become one with their surroundings, understanding the nuances of light, shadow, and terrain. This intimate knowledge of the battlefield allows them to choose the best positions for concealment. Camouflage is more than just wearing patterned clothing. It's about matching the colors and textures of the environment. It's about breaking up the human silhouette, making it harder to distinguish against the background. Effective camouflage adapts to the specific environment. In a desert setting, light colors and disruptive patterns are essential. In a jungle, greens and browns are key, along with irregular shapes that mimic the foliage. The goal is to blend seamlessly with the natural surroundings. Soldiers trained in visual disorientation are experts at using natural cover. They understand how to use rocks, trees, and even shadows to conceal their presence. They move fluidly, avoiding sudden movements that might betray their position. The Gulf War, also known as Desert Storm, provides a compelling example of adaptable camouflage in action. The desert environment presented unique challenges for soldiers, with its vast expanses of open terrain and uniform coloration. The U.S. military developed specialized desert camouflage uniforms that blended effectively with the sand and rock. These uniforms featured a disruptive pattern of tans and browns, designed to break up the soldier's outline and make them less visible against the background. The success of the desert camouflage in Desert Storm highlighted the importance of adapting to the specific environment. The uniforms, combined with training in visual disorientation techniques, allowed soldiers to move more effectively in the challenging desert terrain. The lessons learned in Desert Storm continue to inform camouflage design and visual disorientation training today. The ability to adapt to diverse environments remains a crucial element of modern military strategy. Visual disorientation can be amplified by techniques that create sensory overload. By overwhelming the observer's senses, soldiers can further disrupt their ability to perceive and react. This can involve using distractions, such as noise or smoke. Similar to how pilots can experience spatial disorientation in flight, soldiers can use the environment to induce a similar effect in their opponents. By creating confusion and uncertainty, they can gain a tactical advantage. Advanced techniques might involve using decoys or creating misleading visual cues. Anything that disrupts the observer's ability to process information can be effective. This can range from simple distractions to more complex illusions. The goal is to create a state of cognitive dissonance where the observer's perception of reality is distorted. This can lead to hesitation, misjudgment, and ultimately, a loss of situational awareness. Section 5. Masters of Deception, Real-World Examples of Visual Disorientation. Stories from various conflicts highlight the effectiveness of visual disorientation. Snipers in particular are masters of this art, often remaining undetected for extended periods. Their ability to blend seamlessly with their surroundings is crucial to their success. Special Forces units often utilize visual disorientation techniques during covert operations. Their ability to move undetected through enemy territory is essential for mission success. They are trained to exploit every aspect of the environment to their advantage. Examples abound of soldiers using visual disorientation to escape capture or gain an advantage in combat. These stories demonstrate the practical application of these techniques in real-world scenarios. The ability to disappear in plain sight is not just a theoretical concept. It's a proven tactic that has been used effectively by soldiers throughout history. Section 6. The Mind's Eye, Cognitive Biases and Perception. The effectiveness of visual disorientation is rooted in the psychology of perception. Our brains are constantly filtering and interpreting sensory information, and this process is susceptible to biases. Soldiers exploit these biases to create illusions. One such bias is confirmation bias, our tendency to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs. By creating misleading cues, soldiers can exploit this bias and manipulate the observer's perception of reality. Another bias is inattentional blindness, the phenomenon of overlooking unexpected events when our attention is focused elsewhere. Soldiers can use distractions to exploit this blindness, moving undetected while the observer is focused on something else. Understanding these cognitive biases is crucial for developing effective visual disorientation techniques. By manipulating the way the brain processes information, soldiers can create powerful illusions that give them a decisive advantage. Section 7. Beyond camouflage movement and positioning. Movement is a critical component of visual disorientation. Soldiers trained in these techniques move with a fluid grace, minimizing unnecessary movement and blending their actions with the natural rhythm of their surroundings. Positioning is equally important. Understanding how to utilize natural cover and shadows is essential for remaining concealed. A skilled soldier can use the terrain to break up their silhouette and become virtually invisible. The combination of careful movement and strategic positioning creates a dynamic form of camouflage. It's not just about blending in, it's about moving in a way that avoids detection. Soldiers are taught to use slow, deliberate movements, mimicking the sway of branches or the ripple of grass in the wind. They avoid sudden, jerky motions that might attract attention. Section 8. Training the invisible warrior. Cultivating disorientation skills. Developing mastery in visual disorientation requires extensive training. Soldiers undergo rigorous exercises designed to hone their perception and camouflage skills. These exercises often involve practical simulations in diverse environments. Training focuses on developing an intimate understanding of the environment. Soldiers learn to observe the subtle nuances of light, shadow, and terrain. They develop a keen eye for detail and a deep understanding of how to blend in with their surroundings. Physical conditioning is also crucial. Soldiers must be able to move quietly and efficiently, conserving energy and avoiding detection. This requires strength, agility, and endurance. The training process is demanding both physically and mentally. It requires discipline, patience, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. Section 9. The future of invisibility, technological advancements. The future of visual disorientation may lie in advanced technologies. Researchers are exploring new materials and techniques that could further enhance camouflage and concealment capabilities. This includes adaptive camouflage that changes color and pattern based on the environment. Developments in material science are leading to new fabrics that can bend light and distort perception. These materials could potentially render soldiers virtually invisible to the naked eye. Technological advancements are also being applied to training methods. Virtual reality simulations can create immersive training environments that allow soldiers to practice visual disorientation techniques in a safe and controlled setting. The integration of technology with traditional training methods holds the potential to revolutionize the art of visual disorientation. Section 10. Conclusion: the power of illusion. Visual disorientation is a powerful tool in the arsenal of elite soldiers. It's a testament to the ingenuity of the human mind and the ability to manipulate perception. By understanding the science and psychology of vision, soldiers can turn the environment into their greatest ally. The power of visual disorientation lies not in true invisibility, but in the illusion of disappearance. It's about creating just enough uncertainty to gain a tactical advantage. This ability to blend seamlessly with the surroundings, to become one with the shadows and the terrain, is a skill honed through rigorous training and a deep understanding of the human mind. Visual disorientation is a constantly evolving art, driven by the need to adapt to ever-changing battlefield conditions. It's a testament to the human capacity for innovation and the relentless pursuit of an edge in the face of adversity.